Okay, so this is your client portal. And in the beginning of your client portal, you can see here that you can see whatever outstanding balances that you may have. You can make a payment directly on the portal, and you can also view your invoices. So here's an invoice here for $350. And you can see this invoice and exactly what um, is being requested for payment in that invoice. So if we go back to our home page, this is where you see your to-dos. If there's any task or requests or information that we would need to gather, it would be here in the to-dos. And then, we have our files. So this is basically your entire accounting department. So we click on accountant and you can see your accounts payables. And so here we have your receipts, which if you have the app on your phone, you can literally just take a picture of the receipts and upload them directly to the portal. And we get notifications that a receipt has been uploaded to the portal and we can see them immediately. So you can send them however you like, and we will be able to see those. So let's go back to our files. And then you have your accounts receivables. So basically, here in the accounts receivables, we're able to see, um, you'll be able to see a reconciliation report of your different accounts that you have with us. And so, therefore, you'll be able to see what all that came in, all of the deposits that came in, and all of the expenses that went out, and a reconciliation of everything that has occurred with those counts would be found here. Let's go back to the accounts payables. We missed something. So you have your vendor contracts that can be in here as well. So if you have any vendors that are signed up to do, contracted to do out any work or whatnot, that information would be placed here, along with any W-9s that they may have. That too would be placed here in this category so we can see it. So then you have your AP aging summary, and in here is basically letting us know what all vendors need to be paid, how current or past due these accounts are. This is very important in ensuring that your credit stays safe and there's not a big, you miss a payment and then you didn't know that you missed a payment because it wasn't categorized anywhere. Your accounts receivable, which is similar to your accounts payables. And here you can list your client contracts, your client service contracts. Unfortunately, here it's not pulling up at the moment, but we'll come back to it. And then you have your accounts receivable aging. So basically, all of the clients that we have that have not paid, okay, and they're holding balances, okay, we can go ahead and we can look for these balances and, request, payment on these. So, we're not in a cash flow crunch because, we know that there's people who owe us money, but we're not sure who and how much and how long it's been. But here we have a detailed list played out for you. And then here you can just add all of your bank statements. And as soon as the bank statement is added, we can see it. It'd be viewable here. And it makes everything so much easier because now everything that you need is all in one spot. And if you have the app on your phone, you can see everything on your phone in the app, ready to go. So the cash flow forecasting, basically this is just a form that we sit down with you once a month and we go through, you know, planning for the following month. Or sometimes we plan for several months in advance, depending on, what deposits you're getting from clients and what that needs to go to. So we'll list all of the inflows, the outflows. We'll do an analysis, the trends and what, we were noticing in the market and what's happening. an action plan to figure out like, okay, now that we know that, lumber is going up and, it's taking forever to get cabinets, yada, 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 that, we're going to have to um, require more of a deposit or have the clients pay for the cabinets out of pocket or whatever the case may be. We'll have a plan and we'll come up with a conclusion for it. Okay. And so then we also have, a place where we could put all our credit card statements and then the financial controls. So this is similar to the cash flow management, but here, we're going to be discussing ways, means, and how we intend to implement financial controls and systems. Now, this is just a sample here where we literally went through and said, okay, what are some ideas that may, some objectives that may be something that you would be interested in? Okay, well, let's see if we want to improve, you know, um, effective month end close process, or maybe we want to ensure that we have accurate and timely financial reporting. Okay, so those would be our objectives, and then we would figure out the controls. Okay, we're going to segregate the duties for financial transactions and reporting, which would probably be us. And then establish a system for monitoring and reviewing the transactions, which would be us, going through and, doing our monthly reviews. And then we'll have the implementation plan, the responsibilities, who would be responsible, a timeline, a cost, and so on. So very detailed, very in-depth, um, financial control systems that we would put in place. This would be another place to add your loan statements. So if you have car loans and things like that, that would show themselves here. And then this is the monthly financials. This is the bread and butter of it all. So your balance sheets every month would show up in this folder. Your profit and loss would show up in this folder every month. Um, your cash flow would show up every month in this folder. Okay, you would be able to see it all. You could click on it all. It would be viewable for everyone to see. That has access to your portal. And then we have the monthly job costing, which everybody wants to know, when am I losing money? Where do my estimates go? You know, are are we over budget? Did we get enough funds in? And so here you would see your estimate. And in this example, we have the estimate here at 2180. Okay, we see the estimate, and you'll send us in a copy of what you have as an estimate. We'll input it into the system. We'll spit this back out and put it onto the portal. Then we'll also print out a report like this every month, basically showing you where exactly we've categorized things and where it will show up here. So $1,400 is our estimated cost. You know, the actual cost at this point is 525. You know, or 575. And you can see here how it's showing you that we still have $875 in the budget. I mean, estimated income of $2,100. We've invoiced out for half. We still have half outstanding. And that we haven't even billed for the sprinkler pipes. So this is good information for you to ensure that you're staying on top of your business and what's been happening with your business and moving forward. Okay, so then we keep moving forward, and as you can see, we have strategic planning. And so in the strategic planning, again, if, we would go through this, we would literally sit down and talk about, what your financial goals are, what's the plan for the next year, target revenues, the budget, expenses, and things like that. And then we come up with a plan of how we intend to reach those performance metrics and make sure that we stay on top of what you need done and how to move your business forward and make it more profitable. So the transaction categorization is basically a complete listing of every transaction that was in your books, every transaction in your books, where it went, how it got there, and you know pretty much a detailed breakdown of what's in your balance sheet, your cash flow statement, and your profit and loss. So you can see everything here and you can cross check it if you need to. And this will be in here every month. So every month you'll be able to pull this up and you'll be able to see it. And then lastly, we have our work in progress or whatnot. And so the WIP. I know a lot of people, they want the WIP. They need to know what's on the WIP, what's going on with the WIP. And basically, we will provide you with a WIP every month. So basically here, as you can see in this report here, we have several different jobs that are listed. And then we also have, the contract income, the estimated cost. And the good thing about this report here is it literally tells you what's happening. So they're saying, okay, where did we get the $73,000 from? Well, we subtracted the contract income, which is column A, from column B. And so therefore that's where we get $73,000. And then there's things here where, you would input and, it pretty much fills itself out, kind of, sort of, not really. But you can see in here exactly what's happening. So there's no confusion. And so that's pretty much the essence of this portal, which is basically to become your entire accounting office. Now you're probably wondering about the tax filings. Here, you just upload your tax filings, or if that's part of your package plan with us or an add-on with us, we would be able to input any tax filings or any tax documents that have been completed or sent off to the IRS. Would be in that folder, and you would have that there as well. So, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm right here.